Do you feel the vibes?
What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with another video. And there was a big NBA trade that happened today from a player who they've been talking about the entire offseason getting traded. And that's Carmelo Anthony going to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a few pieces. I'll get into what the pieces are. And, there were only 3 teams that he was willing to go to. 1, Oklahoma City Thunder. 2, Cleveland Cavaliers. And 3, the Houston Rockets. Now, they were talking about Houston Rockets, I think, the most. Just, that how much of a desire he wanted to go there. Just didn't happen. Cleveland, of course, didn't want to include Kevin Love into the deal. So that didn't happen. The Thunder one, I kind of thought that one, I thought the Cleveland one was definitely going to happen. But just to see that not happen, I was surprised by the Thunder one. I thought they was the team out of the 3 that had the least amount of, least chance to get him. But those were the 3 teams he was willing to waive his trade clause for. Now, before I get into, what pieces the Thunder moved over to get him, I wanted to ask this question. Of course, I'm going to answer it. How will he fit in? How well, or just say, how will he fit in with that Oklahoma City Thunder team? Of course, you have Westbrook, your previous season's MVP, and they also bring in Paul George from the Indiana Pacers, another big-time player. How will he fit in playing next to 2 superstars? But before I answer that question, let's talk about what the Thunder gave up to get Carmelo Anthony. They sent over center Enes Kanter, who that was a guy they've been trying to get rid of. He was starting to get less minutes. He wasn't getting the touches, which I thought he should have got more. He does have some skill on the offensive end in the post. He's a good offensive rebounder, bad defender. But seeing as how much Westbrook had to do in terms of point production and pretty much everything else, I thought he would have definitely took some pressure off Westbrook if he just got some plays ran for him, at least every now and then, at least give him a chance, and they really didn't. For Doug McDermott, which they got late, of course, from the Bulls. Didn't really get a chance to gel well, of course, in the playoffs and everything. Couldn't really get into a rhythm. So he's gone. He's going to the Knicks. And a 2018 second-round pick. So the Thunder didn't necessarily give up any pieces that they wanted to keep, unlike with Cleveland and possibly Houston. I don't know what Houston was trying. They were trying to get from Houston. So they didn't really give up something they really wanted to keep. They got rid of guys. Okay, Doug McDermott, expendable. Enes Kanter, they wanted him gone. And a second-round pick, they're willing to relinquish a second-round pick. So that's how that went. Now, to answer that question, how will he fit in with Oklahoma City Thunder? I'm not seeing good things, at least from these last few years, seeing Carmelo Anthony as a New York Knick. He's a ball stopper. He's a guy who takes a lot of low IQ shots, and he misses a lot of them. Is he a guy who can put up a lot of points? Hell yeah. Does he have the skill to put up a lot of points? Yes, he does. We've seen him do it. But the problem is the mindset. He's a guy he's going to shoot up a lot of shots. He's going to miss a lot of those shots. He's not going to give you a lot of the extra, the intangibles. He's not going to hustle on the defensive end, hustle for offensive rebounds. He's not going to make other guys better in terms of as a passer, which he doesn't really have to, seeing as he's playing with two other better passers in Paul George and Russell Westbrook. So he doesn't really have to do that. He can be the guy that's the finisher. He can be the guy that's the finisher, the guy who receives a pass from one of these guys, and he gets a high percentage shot. But is he willing to work without the ball? You haven't really seen him do that throughout his career for the most part. He did it more as a Nugget, but not even really then. And that was his athletic prime. Now he's 33 years old. How will he play now? If you're looking at the next years, which that's what you have to go with. Yeah, the team was bad. He wasn't super motivated, blah, blah. He's playing on a better team. He should be motivated. His team has a shot to get deeper into the playoffs. Yeah, that could be. That could happen, but we got to go off what we've seen. What we've seen is not giving really great effort. So honestly, looking at it, I'm looking at his fit more negatively than positively. Than him playing really well. That's just from what I've seen the last few years. And also, though, yes, he can still be that scorer. He's got to be that guy to be the finisher. But of course, all the other things, is he willing to do that? Is he willing to take less shots? He's gonna take less shots. All these guys are gonna take less shots. That's the one thing when we're talking about all three of these guys. We were already talking about how the hell is Paul George and Westbrook gonna fit together. I think that could have definitely worked more so, but it's definitely a huge question mark now with adding Carmelo Anthony. Westbrook, there's no way the usage percentage he had last year, which was number 1 all time, he can't have that this year. He's a point guard. He's gonna have the ball in his hand most of the time, but he can't just dribble. He can't play like that this year. You got 2 other guys who can create. One can create for himself, and Paul George, I feel as though, can create for teammates and he can create for himself. He has to be able. Westbrook is gonna have to defer to these other guys. Same with a Paul George. I feel as though he's more willing to do the intangibles, of course, more so than Carmelo, Carmelo's just going to try to score. Which, that could definitely be his role if done right, but he's just going to score. Paul George is going to rebound, he's going to defend, he's going to get other guys involved, also combined with scoring. But he's taking some dumb shots. You look at the Pacers, he'll play good in the first half of the season, and it starts to tail off as his shot selection gets worse. So how will these guys mesh? Which players of these 3 are more willing to change their game, who are more willing to accept, okay, I'm not going to have the ball in my hands throughout the possession, throughout the entire possession. I'm going to take less shots. I'm going to get less opportunities. And who's willing to accept that? Maybe not Westbrook, but I feel as though it'd be Paul George. I think he'd be more willing to accept that. I don't know why. Not the biggest fan of Paul George, but I think out of the 3, he'd be more willing to accept the lesser role, which to me, he's going to be the second guy. He's definitely going to be the second guy, and Melo will be the third. But a possible lineup I see with this team, Adams at the 5, Melo, I would say Melo over Paul George at the 4, because they're going to run that small ball. They're going to run that lineup where you can really spread the floor. It's going to really open it up for Westbrook. It's really going to open it up for these other guys driving. If it's Paul George, if it's Melo driving to the rim, just because you're going to have those guys on the outside shooting. Of course, with Westbrook, Paul George, of course. Melo at the 4, Paul George at the 3, Robertson, who, he's a guy, he's going to defend the other team's best player. He's going to play hard. I'll give him that. Really bad offensive player. Poor free throw shooter. One of the worst I've ever seen. And Westbrook at the 1. So that lineup definitely fits in with what a lot of teams are doing now, today in the NBA with the small ball lineup, spreading the floor, shooting jump shots, and essentially having a direct path straight to the rim just because of how the floor is spread. Now, I don't see Melo fitting in too well. I think the team's still going to be good. I think that's still going to be a pretty high seed in the West. But I just don't know. I don't really like Melo. I really don't think Melo's going to fit in too well with them. I could be wrong. This is speculation based on how he's played the last couple of years. He could get the motivation and he could play really well. But just looking at it now, I don't think he's really going to change the way he plays. You're still going to see the ball stopping stuff. But if you like this video, of course, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.